What's up, Rockstars? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a tutorial on the look that I've got on right now. And I know it's a little out of the box and a little bit crazy. Yes, I am wearing gray lipstick. This is the Smashbox Always On Liquid Lipstick in Chill Zone. And I have to say, I really love it. I know it's kind of crazy and kind of out there and not everybody's cup of tea. You could definitely do this eye look with a berry lip, a nude lip, just really anything that you feel comfortable in. I would probably stay away from like a red lip with this eyeshadow, but nude lip, berry lip, like mauve-y shades would be beautiful with this as well. I just wanted to try something different, and so I have to say I really like it. I can't wait to go out in this look, which I'm about to do in a little bit. My eyeshadow all came from the new Kat Von D Metal Matte Palette. I think like just this part is really cool. Like see, now it says metal and then now it says matte. I just think that's so cool. I'm pretty sure that was backwards to you because in the mirror it's, oh no, that's the right way. Yeah. Is this one the right way? Yeah. Okay, anyways, sorry guys. I love this palette so far. This is my very first time using it, and this palette is everything that I have come to know and love and expect out of a Kat Von D eyeshadow palette. It is a lot bigger than her other palettes, and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to blind you, and it has a full row of mattes and a full row of shimmers, so kind of similar to the like Lorac Pro palettes where you've got your matte shades and then your shimmer shades. This is just like that, except for the mattes are a little bit bigger in terms of pan size than the shimmers, and I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so there are 9 shimmers and there's 3, 6, 9, and 12 mattes. So you do get more matte shades. I used only matte shades from the palette today, and I really love the way this turned out. Let me zoom you in so you can kind of see what's going on. I was gonna do some lashes, but for the sake of time, I have to skip them. What I did basically was a like kind of sunset kind of inspired look, and I know that I've done this same kind of thing in the past, but this one is a lot more cooler in tone. So if you love cool tone shadows like I do and you don't get a chance to really use them all that much, this is definitely a look to try. So yeah, now that you guys are all up in my face, let's just go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so to start off, we are going to just prime our eyes and set down that primer with the shade Suede from the Kat Von D Metal Matte Palette. And then we are going to go in with the shade Fringe, and we're going to use this as our transition shade today. And I used a different brush than I normally do, just for no particular reason. Use whatever you have. And for our first crease shade, we are going in with the shade Silk and just applying that from the inner corner all the way to, or I'm sorry, from the outer corner all the way into the inner corner. And then to deepen things up a little bit, we are going to take the shade Ribbon, and right underneath the shade Silk, we are going to apply this in the crease and a little bit on the outer V. And then to deepen everything up just a little more, we're going to take the shade Stone on a pencil brush and just kind of smoke it out along the lash line and in the outer V. And then we're going to blend everything out. For the lid, I'm taking a combination of the shade Linen and the shade Bone, and I'm just applying this with a flat shader brush. Then for eyes, for liner, excuse me, I am taking the Kat Von D tattoo liner in the shade Trooper, and I'm not going to do my wings just yet, just the lid portion of my lash line. Then for foundation, I kind of skipped over this a little bit because I'm using the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation that I've been using the last couple of months in all of my videos, and I am doing it a little bit differently today just because I'm applying it with a brush instead of a beauty blender. And I have to say, in terms of coverage between the beauty blender versus the brush, they're pretty similar with this foundation, so use whatever you are most comfortable with. And then for concealer, I am using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in light. This has been my go-to, and I am doing this a little bit differently than normal as well because, again, I am not using a beauty blender today. I do think that you get a little bit more coverage using a brush versus a beauty blender. I felt like I had a little bit too much concealer and the brush didn't soak up as much, but I do think I prefer just concealer in general with a beauty blender versus a brush. And then I'm going to use a darker shade of that concealer to do my cream contour, and I'm just using the same brush I use my to apply my foundation with to blend that out. And then I'm going to bake, and I'm using a brush to bake. I do not recommend this. There was way too much powder flying all over the place, and I don't feel like enough of it actually went where it was supposed to go. So definitely use a damp sponge when you are applying your loose powder for baking. And then I'm going to just bronze up my skin with the Smashbox bronzer that you've seen in a lot of my videos lately, just so that the cream contour doesn't look kind of crazy and out of place. And this is going to give me a nice sun-kissed glow as well. And then once we've applied the bronzer, I am going to remove the excess powder from baking. I did my brows really quick off camera, or I shouldn't say really quick. It took me about 15 minutes because I'm trying a new brow application and it was really long. So video to come on that in the future. I'm going to just finish off my wings of my eyeliner and apply some mascara. This is my all-time favorite, the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I think this is the perfect mascara for when you're not using false lashes because it holds curl really well and it's super black and volumizing and lengthening all at the same time. It's just like, it's my favorite. We'll just say that. And then I'm going to line my waterline with my NARS Larger Than Life eyeliner, and we are going to smoke out the lower lash line first with the shade Ribbon and a pencil brush, and then to bring things down a little bit lower and make it a little bit more dramatic, I'm going to take some of Silk and just buff that out with the blending brush that we used our transition shade with. Then I'm going to apply some blush really quick. I just used a pretty peachy BECCA blush that I love but didn't think went with the look, so I buffed it out as much as I could to make it more natural. And I combined for my highlight, which you can't really see all that well on camera, which is really unfortunate because it was really pretty. I just mixed the Starlight and Nightlight shades from the KathleenLights Makeup Geek collaboration. And for my lips, I lined them with Marshmallow Lippie Pencil from ColourPop, and then applied the Smashbox Chill Zone liquid lipstick on top, and I just loved the combination. It was so pretty. Alright, Rockstars, well that is it for me for today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click on the link down below to stay up to date on what's going on in my beauty corner of the world. Or you can also click on the icon at the end of this video. It is a picture of my face. And also don't forget to leave me a comment down below letting me know what's going on in your beauty corner of the world as well. And I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Love ya!